be kind of conversational with this. It's good. We need to kind of wait till everybody kind of gets in here too, so I'll just repeat, then we'll go in depth.
All right.
I'm getting this up on Twitter. My roommate texted me, sirens are going off at home.
Problem connected to the server.
We still can't do it live?
On Facebook. We're live on YouTube right now. You can go ahead and start talking to Justin.
All right. All right, Justin, we do have a tornado warning right on top of Dallas, as it looks like, and it is going to be making its way northeastward towards Kennesaw and Woodstock. As you guys can see, the timings here, 20 minutes until it starts making its way into Kennesaw, 32 in Woodstock, and going on to an hour into Canton and Milton by about midnight tonight. So taking a look at this, we do kind of have the classic setup in terms of a possible tornado on the ground. We do have this hook echo here determined by the reflectivity. We do have this hail core just north of the hook echo as well. And can we go ahead and go to velocity scan, please? And we can see that there is a couplet really right to the northeast of Dallas, and it will be making its way really northeast, kind of right towards Kennesaw, unfortunately within the 20 to 30 minute mark here. And once again, there is a velocity couplet. This is kind of a signature that there is rotation, so it is not quite defined yet if there is a tornado. Can we go to the correlation coefficient to see if there is a debris ball on the CC? It's not exactly clear, but we might have a really, really small signature right there at the end of my finger there. It looks like there could be a debris ball, so therefore there is most likely there could be a tornado on the ground just northeast of Dallas here, and it will be making its way northeast and tracking towards Kennesaw and eventually into Canton if it lasts that long. Once again, tornado warning is in effect here in North Georgia, so starting out right to the northeast of Dallas, Georgia here, we do have the classic setup of a hook echo with a hail core just right to the north here, and it will be making its way northeast towards Kennesaw and eventually up towards I-575, it looks like.
This is currently in Paulding County. We are expecting it to cross over into Cobb and then make its way into southern Cherokee County.
Yeah, and this is actually a really populated area here that it's moving into. This is moving into the Atlanta metro area, again, like areas like Kennesaw and moving into those areas. So if you may have woken up and just heard the sirens here going off. If you don't know where to go during a tornado warning, in a tornado warning, you want to go to the most central room in the house on the lowest floor. And the idea is to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, away from windows. Take a couple blankets and pillows with you and get into that room until you get the all clear, whether from a NOAA weather radio, whether from your phone, whether from the local news you're watching, whatever your source is, until you get the all clear. Don't try to look outside and see if you can see the tornado, because these tornadoes are going to be wrapped in a lot of moisture. No one's going to see them, and it's dark outside. You're not going to be able to see this tornado coming. So go ahead and go get into your safe place now. If you are in this tornado warning, you will not see it coming. And again, that is the lowest room of your house, the lowest floor, and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible.
Can we go to the CC and check that one more time, Meg? See if there's another scan in yet. Can you overlay it at all? Or are you going to have to like tab back in and out.
I'll have to switch back and forth.
Okay, I got you. So the hook echo is kind of like right here. There is kind of a lot of clutter, unfortunately, but it does look like there could be a tornado debris signature just to the east, maybe a little bit northeast of Dallas. So if you guys are anywhere in that location, please take cover now. There is likely a tornado on the ground, and it is making its way northeast towards Kennesaw within the next half hour. So yet again, there is most likely a debris signature here of a tornado on the ground, and it will be making its way into Kennesaw. And right now it is just northeast of Dallas, making its way into Kennesaw within the next 30 minutes.
I'm going to take a look at velocity as well.
I got you. So it looks like this, the couplet really hasn't changed a whole lot. It still is it has actually moved its way a little bit more northeast. There is the couplet right there. I would assume that this is where the tornado is, if it is still there. As
the New Hope area, between New Hope and Lost Mountain.
Between New Hope and Lost Mountain, yes. So it looks like the hook echo is a little bit less defined, which could be a good thing. We did have the hail core right up there just south of Emerson, but it looks like that is maybe fading out a little bit. There still might be small hail there, but it looks like that is fading out, and the hook echo is starting to maybe dissolve just a little bit. But the rotation there was still decently tight and was still a couplet. So no matter what, if you guys live in Kennesaw or in Woodstock or even Milton within the half hour, please go ahead and take cover. This could be a potentially dangerous tornado making its way into your area within the next 30 minutes. And for Kennesaw, you guys are just about 10 minutes out. This thing is moving quite quickly into the northeast here.
Moving 55 miles an hour.
Moving 55 miles per hour. It is just northeast of Dallas, and it is tracking its way towards Kennesaw and Woodstock as of now. 10 minutes out from Kennesaw. So if you guys are anywhere in there, please take cover now, as a potentially dangerous tornado is making its way towards you. Can we go back to CC and see? So it was, I'm trying to line up a possible debris signature, and
Not seeing anything that's too well defined as of right now.
No, it doesn't look like, it looks like there might have been one, but as of now, it doesn't look like there is a very defined debris signature, a tornado debris signature as of yet. But no matter what, since we have the rotation already in this storm, that means the tornado could come down really at any time. We really don't have a way to forecast if it will or not. We can kind of just see it through radar. So please, if you guys are within this warning area, if you guys are in Kennesaw or just northeast of Dallas, within anywhere in this tornado warning cone, please go ahead and take cover now. There could be a potentially dangerous tornado on the ground moving towards you.
And even without that tornado warning, outside of that, we're already seeing damage from straight line wind gusts associated with this line of storms that's currently moving through East Georgia. We're seeing wind gusts over 70 miles an hour that's already causing damage, including in places like Paulding County, where we're having trees falling down on homes, and we're having a bunch of reports of trees falling down just from the winds alone, even the ones that aren't tornadic at all. So please just heed these severe thunderstorm warnings. When you get even a severe thunderstorm warning, just make sure you get away from windows and on the lowest level of your home, because we're already seeing reports of damages. Thankfully, no injuries are reported so far, but we're already seeing power going out, and we're already seeing trees falling down as well. But again, if you're in the path of this tornado, if you're in areas like Kennesaw, and if you're on down into if you're within this polygon box, go ahead and seek shelter. If you're in Woodstock, you can go ahead and seek shelter there too. Anywhere from Kennesaw to Woodstock to Ackworth, anywhere in there, if those sound familiar to you, or if you know somebody that's there, go ahead and give them a call and tell them that, hey, you're in a tornado warning. You want to treat this seriously, whether there's a tornado on the ground or not. This is not confirmed. This is radar indicated, but it is moving pretty brisk, and you will not see it coming. So don't try to go and look for it. Again, just find the lowest level of your house. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible.
Yes, I'd like to echo what you said. This is not an observed tornado, but that does not mean that it cannot become observed within really any amount of time in the future. So please go ahead and take those precautions. Go ahead and get into your safe space, get into an interior room, into a basement if you guys are fortunate to have one. And it does look like we just have a severe thunderstorm warning right to the south of this as well that just came up as well. This is not a tornado, but it does look like, since it is a severe thunderstorm warning, it could have some rotation and it could theoretically drop one in the future. But as of now, the tornado warning is just northeast of Dallas, and it will be making its way into Kennesaw and into the Ackworth, Woodstock area. So if you guys are within that area, please go ahead and take shelter now. This can be a potentially dangerous situation unfolding. Once again, we really do not have a clear signature on this yet. It looks like the rotation isn't it looks like it's trying to broaden a little bit, which is a good sign. There may not be a tornado there anymore. What do you guys think? No, it doesn't. It looks like it's trying to broaden.
Yeah, it's definitely not as strong as we've seen in the previous scans, and definitely what prompted this warning here. We've seen this particular line of storms extending now all the way down from like Calhoun and Gordon and Pickens counties, all the way down into the counties that are warned now, into Paulding and over into Cobb County. We've seen that particular line of storms come out of Alabama, and what we're watching here for is any little kinks in that line for any brief spin-up tornadoes. It looks like it's gone back to more of a linear approach, more straight-line winds. Thankfully, that rotation has weakened and broadened out, but it could still tighten and strengthen at any point, and so that's why we're going to continue to watch this for you as this continues off to the north and east as well. We're not going to let our guard down, and I mean, even after this storm has passed, in those areas of Cobb County and Paulding, you've got another line behind you that's now entering the state, and we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for that one that's coming across for even more winds and heavy winds that are of severe limits that are going to be heading your way. So we want you to take these seriously. It's not just your regular severe thunderstorm warning; it blows through and it's over. These are winds that we've seen reports of over 70 miles an hour, and that's enough to knock some big trees down, knock your power out for a while. So we don't want you outside trying to look and see how strong the winds are. We definitely want you to be in your safe spot. Again, in that tornado warning, go ahead and seek shelter. We're going to stay with you until that tornado warning either is expired or canceled, and see if this thing tries to tighten back up and re-strengthen, because we've seen these cycle over and over and over again as they come out of Alabama and enter into the state of Georgia. So we just want you to be proactive and be safe.
And we do have 2 new severe thunderstorm warnings. One of those will be for Bartow, Carroll, Douglas, Floyd, Harrelson, Paulding, and Polk counties. And then our second severe thunderstorm warning will be for Bartow, Cherokee, Cobb, and Pickens counties.
Yeah, just to reiterate this, it is not uncommon for tornadoes to recycle, to kind of go back up into the cloud, or for the rotation to kind of broaden out, and then for it to really pretty spontaneously tighten back up and then go back to the ground. So it is not uncommon for this to happen. So please, since we really don't have much of a signature that it is still there, do not take it any less seriously. You are still in a tornado warning. This thing could come back down. Anything can still happen. It is not out of the realm of possibility. So if you guys are in the Kennesaw or Woodstock area, please go ahead and take cover right now. There could be a tornado coming your way. And can we go back to the velocity scans, and we can go ahead and take a look at some of the other stuff in North Georgia. And
yeah, Justin, if you want to, Jacob just pointed this out. If you can point your attention to just north of Ackworth, here, north and east of Ackworth.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of rotation there. It's not as tight, but it's definitely tighter than the one we were looking at earlier.
It definitely looks
but it's not warned yet, but we're going to keep our eyes on that one for sure.
Yeah, it looks like it's right over I-75 right now. This is not, it is a pretty narrow band of rotation, but it is not, it doesn't look super duper strong quite yet, but we will definitely be keeping an eye on that for you. It looks like right now this is kind of turning more into a straight line damaging risk, not so much a tornado risk, but within these, it is not uncommon for tornadoes to drop, especially on the bookends. We call them bookend vortices.
Yeah, Justin, the National Weather Service in Peachtree City said they're in the process of canceling this tornado warning as
It
well.
was just canceled.
Yep. Okay. It was just canceled, so there is no longer a tornado warning in effect. But please go ahead and keep an eye, because most likely you will be in a severe thunderstorm warning within the next couple minutes going into the next half hour, as there is another system going ahead and trying to move its way back in here. Can we go ahead and look at that other system too? Yeah, there we go. So is it this one that is severe thunderstorm warned right here?
We have a whole line of severe thunderstorm warnings extending from the Georgia
Okay.
to Alabama border all the way into Cherokee and Pickens counties.
Okay, I see it. So the yellow boxes are kind of hard to see. Looks like just south of Cedartown, going down into really south of I-20, it looks like there could be, or there is a severe thunderstorm warning, and it is making its way into North Georgia here. So just north of Carrollton and just south of Cedartown, you guys are in a severe thunderstorm warning. And with this, the biggest threats is going to be straight line winds due to a rear inflow jet, most likely. So damaging straight line winds up to 55, maybe over 55 miles per hour is going to be expected with this system south of Cedartown going down into Carrollton over the next couple of minutes. And the severe thunderstorm warnings, are they still there? I can't really see. I think there's one right here, right?
Yeah.
Can we look at any velocity scans on that too? Yeah, it's a little bit easier to see. Oh, there we go. A little bit easier to see. So yeah, okay, if we go over, so it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning extends south of Bremen all the way just south of Rome. So this is a very big area of potentially damaging straight line winds here. So you guys can see there is a little bit of a bowing segment is what we call it, just southeast of Rome, going all the way down into Bremen and going back into Alabama here. So this is caused by the low level jet kind of just protruding in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and that causes it to just burst down into the surface, and that gives us some pretty high straight line damaging winds here at the surface. So that is the biggest thing that is affecting the region as of now, especially from Rome all the way down into south of Bremen. It does look like there is a particularly strong damaging wind area just east or just southwest of Alpharetta here. But as of now, I don't really see anything that would sign as a tornado or possibly a tornado on the ground as of now. It doesn't look like there's really any tight couplets or anything like that, but we will of course keep you updated as we go on through the night, because it looks like some of the severe weather is just really starting to cross over into North Georgia here. Is really just starting to ramp up here in North Georgia. Unfortunately, this is going to be a nocturnal threat.
And yeah, absolutely. We will be back if there are any other tornado warnings issued across North Georgia. Again, we want you to just stay safe, be proactive, and stay tuned to WeatherDawgs with other tornado warnings. You're clear.